Hello and welcome back to Song Reaction Analysis with your girl JVB. How are you guys doing today? First and foremost, as always, thank you so much for being here on my channel, checking out my reaction videos as well as my own music. In the description below, you're gonna find all the links. It's Christmas time, so go and grab yourself a copy of my CD or my digital album. Oh my god, it's Christmas. The year's almost over, and I wanted to thank you guys for being here with me. We've been growing this channel, like we're up to 65,000 followers. This is amazing, guys. I want to stay in touch with you, so make sure in the description you sign up for my mailing list if you really want to stay in touch with me. And for whatever reason this platform goes away, it's just better to have another tool to stay in touch in case things happen. Also, I haven't really done much with my Patreon channel. I want to be more interactive with you guys on Patreon, doing some specialized reactions with you guys, as well as I'm getting back into teaching. I'm offering lessons again online, so if you're interested in that, definitely hit me up, Jacqueline Van Bierk at gmail.com. And with that said, another history lesson, Sabaton. It's been a minute. Lady of the Dark. And the Lady of the Dark is a story of Milunka Savic that inspired the song Lady of the Dark. She was a Serbian woman who took her brother's place in the army. That's crazy, incredible, legendary. Partly disguised as a man, she would eventually be among the most decorated soldiers of World War I. I so appreciate Sabaton for teaching us, you know, such beautiful history lessons. I mean, they're not always beautiful, but they're history lessons. And they did this in collaboration with the Yarn Hub. They made the animated music video. So I'm really excited to watch this and share this with you guys. So with no further ado, let's get straight into it.
It's 1964 in Belgrade, Yugoslavia. It's been 50 years since the start of World War I. Events are happening across the country, but here in Belgrade, at the Monument of Gratitude to France, a ceremony is taking place alongside French, British and American dignitaries, many of whom have given service in a war that ended not 5 years earlier.
Wow, I have to say, the graphics are insane. I really love this. Wow, so detailed. I want to start over.
It's 1964 in Belgrade, Yugoslavia. It's been 50 years since the start of World War I. Events are happening across the country, but here in Belgrade, at the Monument of Gratitude to France, a ceremony is taking place alongside French, British and American dignitaries, many of whom have given service in a war that ended not 5 years earlier. The veterans, officers and dignitaries are seated ready for the ceremony to begin. An old lady, dressed in a long black coat, shuffles towards the front and takes her place in the front row. The men stop talking about their exploits in the war, as curiosity gets the better of them. Who is this old lady dressed in black, sat in the middle of all these great men and heroes? Underneath her hat, the woman's eyes are like steel, but she allows herself a smile as the men's conversation turns to her. Eventually, with curiosity getting the better of him, an American officer leans in towards her and says, "Excuse me, ma'am, but who are you, and why are you here?" The old woman says nothing. She simply stands up and removes her coat. The dignitaries' mouths drop open in shock. This old lady has a chest full of medals like nothing they've ever seen before. Medals for bravery. The officer stammers, Excuse me, ma'am, I meant no offense. You have obviously shown your bravery on the battlefield. Can you tell me your story?" The old lady smiles, and her eyes appear younger as she says, "Well, gentlemen,
gather round. Let me tell you of the times when women like me were not allowed to fight for our country and our freedom. But I did, anyway."
Epic.
In November 1914, Austro-Hungarian troops invaded Serbia. They have reached the Kolubara River. The elite Serbian Iron Regiment are one of many valiantly defending their homeland from the foreign invaders. The Iron Regiment's assault bomber squad of shock attack troops has a commander that's tough, battle-hardened and a fierce fighter. Milunka Savic, a woman in a man's uniform, has proven again and again her bravery and determination. Her expertise with grenades makes her a match for any man, and she is both feared and respected. The Serbs are outnumbered and overwhelmed, and despite the pleas from her comrades, she decides to cross no man's land. Armed with a rifle and 3 bandoliers of grenades, she's determined to take the fight to the enemy.
It's just incredible to me. First of all, the music is just so... I just love the idea of learning while listening to music and the lyrics telling the story, and it's a true story. That to me is just mind-blowing all by itself. Music is super powerful. I love the vocals and the way he's projecting it and how he's I think it's a Lady of the Dark. The melody is just so impactful. It's the best way to describe it. I want to go back to here. I'm just like so blown away by the graphics, like, and how well the music works with it. You know, it's just amazing.
Any man, and she is both feared and respected. The Serbs are outnumbered and overwhelmed, and despite the pleas from her comrades, she decides to cross no man's land. Armed with a rifle and 3 bandoliers of grenades, she's determined to take the fight to the enemy.
Yes. I love the guitars.
Who shall be remembered in the ancient house of war? On the medals of the stories in the alley of the great celebrated hero who has wandered through the dark. She stands before you on that metal shining light, lost in time, returning to the light. Bow before this lady fights for life. Raise your hand for the lady of the dark, soldier with no will to kill, with a philanthropic heart. Break the norm, she's the girl in uniform, fighting side by side with men. She will fight until the end.
Love the guitars.
Like to be respected and to change her brother's fate.
One thing I also really like is how he emphasizes certain words, certain phrases. He sings solo, and then there's like this whole cacophony of voices, like background vocals and like harmonies going on to really make that part stronger, really impactful. Like I really think that's like works so well. Guitars are so sharp and like really, and also when you pay attention to the song structure, how and the verse and the pre-chorus and the chorus, how the rhythm slightly changes and the notes get shorter and longer, like just to create contrast. It's always a good thing to do in a song to keep things interesting. And of course, watching this music video right now along with the song, there's no way anybody's going to get bored, right? Because it's so educational and it's so interesting, and again, the visuals are just so sharp. It's so good. I'm really enjoying this. Great story, so empowering.
And to change her brother's fate, took a bullet to earn her freedom and a place among the stars. And she served the Iron Squadron, served the toughest of them all. No fear of dying, for the front line she was born.
Harmony.
Sacrifice, she took her brother's place. War to war, a place where she belonged. Raise your hand.
Right now it reminds me of Floor Jansen.
Howard. To kill with the philanthropic heart. Break the norm. She's a girl in uniform, fighting side by side with men. She will fight until the end.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Soldier with no will to kill with a philanthropic heart. Never break the norm. She's a girl in uniform, fighting side by side with men. She will fight until the end.
Ah, yeah. I'm really loving the production of the song.
After the battle, the new commander of the Iron Regiment asked in front of the regiment, which soldier or non-commissioned officer deserves the highest military decoration of Serbia, the Order of the Star of Karađorđe, for their part in the Battle of Kolubara? A cry went up among the men.
Milunka.
Milunka Savic. Milunka Savic. Milunka Savic. Milunka, the Lady of the Dark. Milunka was informed in hospital of the award. She quickly returned to the front lines. This was just the start of her career. Milunka Savic became the most decorated woman soldier in history, with medals from several nations for her bravery.
Wow.
Milunka Savic, Lady of the Dark, bomber of Kolubara, and the most decorated woman in history, finished her days living a quiet life in Serbia and passed away in 1973.
Aww. Oh, wow, I had no idea. So what I always appreciate so much about Sabaton, and I've said it so many times, right, is that I get educated while I get a chance to rock out to some awesome metal music, you know, by some Vikings. It's just so epic, and it's so powerful, the message, like the education. I just love this so much, and I really do believe that this should be taught in school. Like, what a great way to learn, like, in, you know, through a visual and through like a story, through a song, because music helps us learn and study. So there's a lot of study music out there. I so love this. And I know Sabaton has like a history channel, so definitely go check that out. I've been on it like a couple times, and I definitely want to like learn more because I have a lot of holes when it comes to history knowledge because I didn't like my history teacher. If they would have taught it like this, I would have been fully in. I'm like, yeah, show me the animation, show me like the visually, tell me the story so I can like really get into it, you know? And music is so good. I really like how the song kept building and then they raised the key at the end and the intensity as well. His singing, he started singing a bit more aggressive. There were more layers of vocals being added. And to me, that really like went so in alignment with the storytelling, you know, and the visuals. What a powerful story. Like this needs to be shared more. So if you haven't yet, definitely make sure that you hit a like and a subscribe at the Sabaton channel, as well as my channel if you enjoyed this. But I really have so much appreciation for that band. And I know it's been a minute. So, and I know they've been touring. So I would love to see some more live footage of them because I'm pretty sure they're badass live. So thank you so much for sharing that. Love that band. And as always, I want to leave you with something uplifting and positive, you know, make every day a great day, as I always love to say. And the holiday season is up on us. Let's focus on all the things, reflect on the year. What have we accomplished? What are our wins? And what do we try to do for the next year? You know, I know New Year's resolutions, a lot of people don't believe in that, but I feel like I love even on Monday, like Monday is always like a reset for me. It's like, okay, I have a chance to start over. It's just start new, right? And start new. And so the new year I feel is super powerful. So like maybe just like think about the things and don't beat yourself up for the things you haven't accomplished. Instead say like, you know what? It's just going to get on my list and I'm going to just get it done. And not only are you going to say you're going to get it done, you're going to do some action steps. That's what I've been doing. I've been just like, I have so many plans and dreams and goals that I get so overwhelmed and oftentimes get into this analysis paralysis where I just don't do anything because I just feel overwhelmed, right? But like when I write it all down and I start to really like, okay, I can't eat an elephant in a day, but I can eat definitely an elephant, which I would not eat. Throughout the year, right? Where would I start? So it's just something to maybe like think about, you know, the last couple of weeks before the end of the year and enjoy the holidays with family and make it playful, make it fun. Instead of saying, this is what I have to do, is wouldn't it be nice if I would start again playing my guitar, if I would start again doing voice lessons. And I tell you what, it doesn't matter your age. It doesn't matter your level. As long as you get started, because if that is really what makes you happy, and it doesn't even have to be on a professional level. I had many singers come to me for voice lessons that were just doing it for the therapeutic reasons, for that's what they love to do. That's what brings them joy. You know, it's like anything else, like a hobby that you have that you just really love to do because it makes you feel good. Focus on the things that not only that you would love to do, but that also, you know, they fulfill you. Like when I sing, it makes me feel good. When I'm songwriting, it makes me feel good because I'm in my element. So what is your element? Ask yourself these questions to really, you know, get the wheel spinning and to get like energized again. And like, I know we want to slow down, but at the same time, I always feel like, you know, let's just start planning. Because also like, I don't know about you, but whenever I go home for the holidays, it's great. But then when I hate saying goodbye. And when you say goodbye, it's like if I focus on what I have to do, I'm not as sad because I'm sad that I have to say goodbye, but I know it's not going to be forever. But I'm also excited to get to work, to get to do what I love to do, get to accomplish the things I want to accomplish. So that is just my little trick to avoid sadness and tears. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Again, thank you so much for being here. Make sure that you subscribe to my mailing list because I want to keep in touch with you. And we never know what happens, but it's always good to have contact outside of the major platforms that we don't know how long they're going to be exist. So with that said, I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Appreciate you. Much love in the comments. Let me know what you thought about the video, the story, and what should be the next Sabaton reaction, and in general, what should be the next reaction. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.